Hey everyone, East Tactics here. Here's a quick video that I just wanted to make to show you the best way to deal with these hub nut O-rings. They can be a bit finicky when trying to take them out and to put them back in. And there is a little bit of a trick to being able to take them out and put them back in that I wanted to show you. And then also discuss how tight exactly do you want these things to be, or what is the best tactic for getting them to the right tightness. And so first, let's go ahead and remove one of them. So removing them is obviously pretty easy and straightforward. Just unscrew it, being careful not to damage any threading. You can take a look closely here and see just how easy it is to damage the threading in there. Okay, so the trick is when you go to place it in, spin counterclockwise, very lightly pressing until you feel a click. That's the threading finding the right seating, and then you start tightening from there, and every single time you'll get the right threading. So right now I have the perfect threading. So again, to remove it, pull it all the way out, get it to the very end, and then very lightly go counterclockwise, which is the same direction as removing it. Okay, so one of the annoying things is that this thing will keep on slipping back, which makes it a little bit harder for you to detect this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of electric tape and wrap it around right here so that it can't slide backwards. There. Now it won't slide backwards, which is important for you to feel this click I'm going to talk about. So go ahead and place your plastic piece back in there, and then take this up and then start spinning counterclockwise. Right there. I just felt it. Now I'm going back in. Then you'll notice when you go to tighten it in, it follows the right threading. And you can rest with good confidence that it's going in. So now the next question is, how tight do you make these? Okay, so you'll notice that when I move this, it has a little bit of movement, a little bit of wobble. So tighten it slowly to where it gets that wobble to go away. Just now when you shake it, okay, so it's not moving, so back it off. Still, now there's a little bit of wobble. I'm going to tighten it. Now there's just barely any wobble. Tighten it just a little bit more. Now, I can sense the wobble. You may not be able to see it, but I could barely sense it. That's where you want it. Basically just a slight back and forth. You can even tighten it just a little bit more to where that back and forth, that slight wobble goes away completely, and then you still feel 100% lack of resistance. So I'm going to back it out and show you one more time. See all that wobble? Doesn't help when my whole car is moving. Okay, I'm going to tighten it. wobble is still there, barely. Okay, the wobble's gone, and it's still from this angle you can actually see it just barely being able to move that way, but this way there's none. Turn it this way and it's got just a little bit of, that's where you want it. When it's perfectly parallel, you get no wobble, no shake, no shimmy in there. Turning it this way, you can still see barely. And that's perfect. So let's take a look at this one down here. You can see it moving. And then when I go back to where parallel, there's actually a slight bit in there. So I'm going to tighten this up just a hair. Okay. Still feel it just a little bit. So I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit more. Alright, that's gone. However, when I turn to the side here, you still have a loose, you can still very easily move and see that back and forth. And that is how you set the tightness of your hub nuts to perfection. Alright guys, well check out my other video. I have another video that I'm going to be making here pretty soon, where I'm going to be suggesting removing this spacer and this washer. For the details, find that video or subscribe so that you get alerted when it hits. If you're finding this information to be useful, go ahead and hit that like button, and heck, even better, subscribe to my channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. East Tactics out.